Marketplace competition. The government promotes and regulates marketplace competition by, first of all, enforcing antitrust legislation to discourage the development of monopolies. They also engage in global trading. The United States trades with countries all around the world. They also support new businesses starting up here in the United States. These are the government agencies that regulate business. First of all, we have the FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission. Next, we have the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. Last of all, we have the Federal Trade Commission. All of these agencies oversee the way individuals and companies do business. Government provides certain goods and services that individuals and businesses acting alone can't provide efficiently. Some of those are, first of all, the government will provide benefits to many people all at the same time. These benefits usually wouldn't be available if individuals had to provide them. They include things like interstate highways, the Postal Service, and national defense. The government pays for these public goods and services through tax revenue, borrowed funds, and fees. An example of a fee would be a park entrance fee. The impact of taxation. The government taxes, borrows, and spends money in order to influence economic activity. Government tax increase reduces funds available for private businesses. In other words, if the government taxes more, businesses and people have less money in their pockets. Increased government borrowing reduces funds available for borrowing by individuals and businesses. For instance, if the federal government borrows $1 million and there is $1 million less money for individuals and companies to borrow from banks. Decreased government borrowing increases funds available for borrowing by individuals and businesses. Increased government spending increases demand. This may increase employment production. Decreased spending reduces demand and may result in a slowing of the economy. Increased government spending may result in lower taxes. It's just like in your own household, the less the government spends, the less it has to make. Therefore, the less taxes. The 16th Amendment to the Constitution allows Congress to tax personal and business incomes. The 16th Amendment, again, allows Congress to tax personal and business incomes. The Federal Reserve System is our nation's central bank. As the central bank of the United States, the Federal Reserve System does these things. It has the duty to maintain the value of our currency. We want our dollar to be able to buy more things rather than less things. It regulates banks to ensure the soundness of the bank system and the safety of deposits. If a bank, for instance, goes bankrupt and closes, the federal government guarantees the deposits that people have in those banks up to $100,000. It manages the amount of money in the economy to try to keep inflation low and stable. It acts as the federal government's bank. The U.S. government passes laws and creates agencies to protect consumer rights and property rights. Individuals have the right of private ownership, which is protected by negotiated contracts that are enforceable by law. Government agencies establish guidelines that protect public health and safety. Consumers may take legal action against the violation of consumer rights. Money is defined as anything that is generally accepted as a method of payment. When the U.S. government issues coins and currency, people accept it in exchange for goods and services because they have confidence in the government. Government issues money to facilitate this exchange. The three types of money generally used in the U.S. are coins, Federal Reserve notes or currency, and deposits in bank accounts that can be accessed by checks and debit cards.